Welcome back to Google Class. I am James here. All of you viewers, students, how are you? Today I am going to discuss Transfer of Property Act. Okay, same gift title, but here section 123. Section 123 of Transfer of Property Act 1882 provisions about transfer how effected. Okay, transfer of gift how effected. Here, for the purpose of making a gift of immovable property, the transfer must be effected by a registered instrument signed by or on behalf of the donor and attested by at least two witnesses. Okay, for the purpose of making a gift of movable property, the transfer may be effected either by a registered instrument signed as aforesaid or by delivery. Such delivery may be made in the same way as goods sold may be delivered. Okay. For example, A gave a house as a gift to B and handed over the house to B. Okay. Note that point. A gave a house as a gift to B and handed over the house to B but not registered. Is it a valid gift as per the section? No. How it will be? It is not a valid gift. This example identical a leading case Aaron Dwyer D-A-W-A-R Dower D-A-W-A-R Dower was Gangaram Sarandama Gangaram Sarandama G-A-N-G-A Ganga R-A-M Ram Gangaram Saran S-A-R-A-N Saran Dama D-H-A-M-A. Okay, this case came before Delhi High Court. The Delhi High Court gave judgment that a gift of immovable property cannot pass any title to the donee because if it is not registered. Okay, if it is not registered, note that point. And held that any oral gift of immovable property cannot be made in view of the provision of section 123 of the Transfer of Property Act 1882. That's all. If any one of the mandatory to register, okay, without registration no valid. Simple logic. And another section 124, the TP Act 1882, gift of existing and future property. Gift of existing. Okay, gift of existing and future property. Section 124 explain a gift comprising both existing and future property is void as to the later. The main point, the future property. Explain about a future property cannot be offered or accepted as gift. Such a gift is void. Void means at the time of giving, at the time of AB initio, initially that gift is invalid. Okay, that is void, VOID. And another thing, existing property and future property. A gift comprising both existing and future property is void as to the later. A gift existing property is valid. A gift to existing property is valid. Okay, this is what explained section 125. That's all. This two ingredients only: future property, existing property, and future property. Okay. And section, that is section 124 explain. 124 and 125. Okay. And another section 124 explain gift of existing and future property, section 124. Okay. But 125 explain about gift to several of whom one does not accept. Gift to several of whom one does not accept. This is section 125 of TP Act. That means a gift of one thing to two or more donors. A gift of a thing to two or more donors of whom one does not accept it. Note that point. Whom one does not accept it is void as to the interest which he would have taken had he accepted. Okay. I'll give you example, then it is clear to understand this section 125. Gift to several of whom one does not accept. Here a donor gives each of a floor of a 3 floors. Okay. A donor gives each of a floor of a 3 floors belong to A, B, C. A person, B person, C person. Okay. First floor, second floor, third floor. Here A accept the gift, B accept the gift. Which one? A the first floor, B the second floor respectively. But here C does not accept the gift of third floor. Okay. Because a donor gives first floor, second floor, third floor. A allotted to first floor, B allotted to second floor for the gift, C allotted to third floor. But here C does not accept the gift of the third floor. The gift given to C is void and is not affected, but the gifts given to A and B are valid. Okay. This is what explaining section 125 of the TP Act. Gift to several of whom one does not accept. Now it's clear? Okay students, we'll meet you again next video class. A new section but same gift chapter. Okay. Thank you. Bye.